Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 4 of our fall release, and I have a fun card to share. Hey, so I'm using our Jaded Blossoms glasses dies, along with our Slimline dies, our mini tag dies 3, and the brand new Shucks Freebie. So those are already colored there with Copic markers. There we go on Neenah Solar White cardstock. And the sentiment is on Neenah Solar White also. And I'm going to cut that out with the mini tag dies 3, just using some see-through tape. And I'll run that through my Gemini machine. So the freebie is if you spend $60 or more, you can get this before tax and shipping. And you have to have at least one item from the new release in your cart. And it's available Friday through Sunday while supplies last. And you're going to want to get this because it's adorable, a super cute stamp set, super cute sentiment, and outline dies for it all. Now, the outlines dies didn't make it to me in time. So I actually cut mine out using my Brother Scan & Cut with a 0.4 border. But I would have certainly used the outline dies because, hello, like how handy is that? So this is just me coloring. This is time lapse. All the colors will be listed on my blog. So if you want to color them the same way as me, go right ahead. I did use teals just because it matched my, my paper that I used for my card. I just found it I wanted to make the corn match my paper. So that's what I did. So I'm just adding some Secure White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10. And there we go. So now I went ahead and I've got my Slimline card cut out. And I'm using Lawn Fawn's Watercolor Wishes 6-inch pad along with their Perfectly Plaid Fall 12-inch. So this paper is Summer Sunrise cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. Well, I guess it's cardstock. And I'm also using black cardstock too from Paper Tray Ink. I did score and fold this, and I can't remember the cut size of this. I know it's 8.5 by, is it 7 1/8 or something? And then you score it in half, something like that. Anyway, I'll list that on the details of the video, just so you know the measurement that you need for that Slimline, so it fits our Slimline dies from Jaded Blossom perfectly. So there we are. So I'm going to be adding in that little piece of, this is Neenah Solar Crest 65-pound white paper to the inside. It's just some cheap paper. And then that way, you have somewhere to write. Although, like I said, the Summer Sunrise is light enough that you'd be able to see your writing, but this is kind of my jam, so that's what I did. Now you'll see that I'm working on a Stampin' Up! Pad as per usual. I'm also using ATG tape to stick stuff down. There we are, and I'm going to run this 1-inch piece of paper, and I included the actual border because I just thought it looked kind of cute, right? Why not use it? So there we go, and then I will trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors. So easy peasy stuff. There we are. And then we can get cracking on the card. So I just think this turned out so darn cute. I think that these little corns are so adorable. I just can't stand it. Now, I also ended up using I believe I used the Happy Fall Gnomie stamp set on the inside also, but I did not mention that in the beginning. So there we go. So I'm adding my paper to the front of my, the scalloped rectangle from the Slimline dies to the front of my card. Isn't that pretty paper? I just think it looks gorgeous. And I'm adding that to the front, and you'll notice that there's teals in there and the yellows. So that's kind of how I was, I pulled that teal color out for the corn husk instead of green. And there we are. And then I cut out a piece of paper also from that same Perfectly Plaid Fall. And I'm just sticking that down with my ATG tape. And that is also using the, the stitched rectangle die that comes in the Slimline die set from Jaded Blossom. So, like I said before, easy stuff. I will line that up on the front of my card base here once I get all the ATG tape actually on the paper and not hanging out, right? There we go. And I'll just line that up on the front of the card. So this is like a really easy card design. There we are. So now I went ahead and I cut Watercolor Wishes cardstock. That's those yellow kind of rounded squares. Those rounded squares come in our Slimline die package. And I cut out 3 of them because you'll see that I colored 3 corn. 2 with the funny faces, and 1 with no face, because you're going to see what I'm going to do with that in a second. So I'm adding all the squares. They're just kind of like a backdrop to these little corn guys. I'm going to have this one up a little bit higher because I'm putting the sentiment on the left-hand bottom, like the bottom left-hand side of this card base. So there we go. And then we're going to be putting it right there. Just trying to figure it out. And then we'll have the little corn guy peeking up. I guess I didn't have to color the bottom of that one, but you know, you live, you learn. Isn't that cute? So, aw shucks, I missed your birthday. I just thought this turned out so darn cute. There we go. And we're going to add that adorable little corn with that corny face. So we're going to be tilting him to the side there, to the left-hand side. And then I'm going to add the middle little stitched, rounded, square die cut that goes with our Slimline dies. These are great because they look like little windows, but you could use them for anything you like. So now I'm going to add in my little sentiment. Like I said, that's on Nina Solar White cardstock, First Fun Claire Nocturne ink. And I'm sticking that down flat with my ATG tape. There we go. Isn't that cute? Oh, he's so cute. So I'm just using, that's an adhesive remover. That is really handy. You need that in your arsenal. Okay, so now I'm going to stick down this other corn guy with my ATG tape. I'm keeping everything pretty flat. And I'm going to stick this guy kind of leaning towards the right. Trying to keep them all within the card footprint. You know, I didn't want anything hanging over top. And then I've got this little corn guy with no face right now that's going to end up in the center. I'm trying to decide what way I want to face, like have him leaning. There we go. And I will stick him down also with some ATG tape. So like I said, super easy peasy stuff. Nothing crazy. And just trying to get them stuck down. I guess I could have fast forwarded this, but this is me messing around when it's at normal speed, right? So I went ahead and I cut a pair of black paper tray ink glasses using Jaded Blossom's glasses dies. And then I'm going to stick them down with some art glitter glue. I've got some reverse tweezers holding on. I'm going to tap that off a little bit just so it doesn't get glue all over. And I'm going to add the glasses to the corn. And guess what? I know you know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? I'm going to give them some little black eyeballs. So these are Altenew enamel dots, the essential black and white. And I'm going to use the smallest black ones for little pupils, little eyeballs on this corn. I just think he's so darn cute, I can't stand it. So I'm going to add those 2 little tiny black enamel dots to the center. And look at, now he's got a little funny face. Isn't that cute? I just love how that turned out, like adorable. So now I'm pulling out our label shape dies and I'm going to cut out the sentiment, have an amazing day on the inside. So this is just, you know, easy stuff. And if I had, well, actually this one doesn't have the outline die, but the one on the front, if I'd gotten the outline dies, I would have used them. But, you know, I thought it looks kind of cute also on that Mini Tag Dies 3. So if you have that, you can certainly use that too. And these label shape dies, I think everyone needs these in their arsenal because they're super handy to cut out sentiments. So I'm going to add the Have an Amazing Day to the inside. And that is from the brand new sentiment set called Happy Fall Gnomie stamp set. There is an outline, or actually, you know what? There is an outline set of outline dies that you can get to go along with that. I did not get my dies in time, so I wasn't able to use it, but I certainly would have used it here. So now I'm going to be adding a few more of these Altenew enamel dots in white, and I'm going to sprinkle them around just to add a little bit of interest. But I just think these little corn are just the cutest thing. And I love how Jaded Blossom is, you know, sometimes adding outline dies to their freebies. Like, it's super cute. If you're getting the release, like, hello, this is just an awesome little freebie to get, right? You just have to follow those rules and you'll get one of these in your shopping cart. Isn't this cute? I just can't stand it. It's just so darn cute. So I'm just sort of sprinkling them around using my pen blade here. And now you see me a lot of times use Nouveau crystal drops and Simply White to do this. That works too. But you know, this is easy and they're already dry, right? You don't have to worry about mucking them up. And I'm just sort of moving these all around. So remember, you're going to want to come back tomorrow because I will have a release and review video for you. I'll put together all the new dyes. I'll also, show you the sizing of all the new sentiments, kind of go over all the stuff that's going on. Everything is available starting on Friday a la carte. And in the release and review, I will be going over the assembly of all of those adorable new gnomes. Hopefully the tree stump die will get here in time that I can put that together. Otherwise, don't worry, I will do a little video. I'll design something, a card or something, and put that together for you in real time so you can see how that goes. But it's really straightforward and totally adorable. So there we go. And that is just too darn cute. I love it. So now I am going to pull out my Nouveau Crystal Drops. This is like a secret thing that I do. I put a little bit on a piece of paper and I'm going to pull out a bamboo skewer and I'm going to pick some up on the end and I'm going to tap those little enamel black dots and give each eye a little highlight. And then there you go. You have a super cute little corny guy on the front of your birthday card. And you'll notice that because it's not dry, you can just wipe it off and do it again if you don't have it in the exact right place. So I believe I wipe it off a few times because you know what? I'm not perfect and I do mess things up all the time. See, I'm going to wipe it off. No harm, no foul. No one knows but you and me. And the nice thing is that these Nouveau Crystal Drops dry like perfectly because it's a little tiny dot and it dries hard onto those enamel dots. So it's a neat little way to have little highlighted eyeballs. But that is about it. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to come back tomorrow and watch my release and review and my hop project. I will have a separate video for you for that and it'll be lots of fun. So we will see you then. Bye everyone.